It's time for Around the Ozarks News, brought to you by the Springfield Greene County Park Board, Thompson Sales, Kitchenland USA, Advanced Car Care Center, and Smouse Brothers Foundation Repair. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Foreheads.
Hi there. Good morning to you on Wednesday. Hope your week is going swimmingly to this point, and we'll move it along this morning with some news.
Swimmingly. Convoy of Hope has a lofty goal of providing 10 million meals to families across the U.S. by the end of this year. That is impressive. The group says that just $10 can provide 30 meals as they partner with food pantries, churches, civic groups all across the country to provide for those in need, especially as we are approaching the holiday season. This, of course, at the same time, many families are struggling with a lack of government benefits right now for food stamps or SNAP benefits due to the shutdown. Local food pantries have been slammed. For example, Crosslines says they served more than 800 families last week. On an average week, that number is around 400. And we also know that Crosslines gets some of its supply from places like Convoy of Hope. So with the government shutdown and SNAP benefits on pause, it is a mess for a lot of people. Over at Ozarks Food Harvest, they say that they are now spending twice their usual monthly budget to keep up with demand.
Yeah, it's a tough time for a lot of people. You see that just about everywhere. Hopefully, by the end of this week, a fix will be in place to help out and get things back to normal a little bit. But it
probably today, maybe today.
Yeah, maybe. Hope so.
They're supposed to vote today, I think at noon. So.
Well, we'll see. But regardless, even though that happens and it gets signed, there'll be a lag time before it actually gets back into place where people feel like things are normal again. Same with air traffic controllers. That's going to be a little while. More flights being canceled today, delayed, all that sort of thing. So it's a domino effect for sure. In Rogersville, this is neat. The Story Church is working to build a new community park next to Jamestown Plaza. The privately funded $1.3 million Storytime Park is going to feature pickleball, because everybody loves pickleball, basketball courts, volleyball courts, along with ADA accessible playground there as well. The church, The Story, has already raised more than $500,000 for this community project. And you can probably remember when Jamestown was a buzz, going to be a big development, housing and businesses. That has yet to happen. So to make it green space will be something that people can enjoy, and good move.
Yeah. It's the coolest thing, because have you been to Storytime Coffee yet? Have you been there? Okay. So I've been there multiple times because that is a super popular bike route. So we will go in there from time to time. And Pastor Chris over there at Story Church, what a vision. What a vision. I mean, to be able to raise that amount of money privately to do something for the entire community, that's pretty cool. I love that.
Yep. And in Springfield, Ozarks Technical Community College has dedicated its new Paul Mueller Company welding lab. That's cool. The space was funded by a 6-figure donation from the stainless steel manufacturer in Springfield, helping to prepare students for high-demand jobs in the manufacturing industry, especially here in our area. So that's
nice.
I
mean, and how cool to be able to be trained at Ozarks Tech with Paul Mueller kind of leading the way whenever that would be a place where they could literally go straight from college to work.
Right. Step into a job pretty quick. That'd be nice.
Yeah. Missouri Governor Mike Kehoe is proposing potentially, this is just a potential, a partial roof design for Arrowhead Stadium, kind of hoping to spruce up the space, keep the Chiefs on this side of the border. An update, if you will, inspired by the European stadiums that have the retractable or fabric coverings. The idea is to put sort of a dome on Arrowhead so that it can remain an open air venue, but then be able to offer some level of protection from the weather for major events if needed. The Chiefs are still weighing whether to either renovate Arrowhead or move to a new domed stadium in Kansas because their lease is running out in Jackson County in 2031. A previous Missouri sales tax plan that would have funded stadium renovations was rejected by voters, prompting both the Chiefs and the Royals to explore their options, which include potentially moving over the state line into Kansas. So state lawmakers on both sides of the border have been trying to give them some incentives to keep them or to lure them over. And any Missouri renovation plan would likely require another public vote. The Chiefs owner says that if they do pursue the renovation options, it will very, very much be on the ballot next year.
Yeah, it's interesting how this still hasn't been resolved, and they're still shopping around, pitting one state against the other.
I mean, that is smart. That's a smart business move, and they are business people. I feel like a lot of Missourians thought this was going to go away really quickly. Like they were just like trying to flex. And I don't think they're just trying to flex.
Well, it doesn't look like it anymore because Missouri gave them an offer with tax money involved, and it hasn't been accepted to this point. So I don't know. I didn't think that they would move, but now I'm thinking maybe they would. Maybe they would.
I feel like to them it makes no difference. What do they care if they're in one state or the other because they're so close? It's not like they're moving across the country. They're moving like how many ever miles? Not many.
Not many miles, and it's really an artificial barrier. You can't even tell. So yeah, they may actually move. We'll see. We'll see. It is homecoming week at Missouri State University. We told you all about that yesterday. On Saturday, the Bears are hosting the University of Texas, El Paso. It's going to be a big game for the Bears at home. It has been a great season so far in their very first season in Conference USA. So great, in fact, that Missouri State is petitioning the NCAA to play in a bowl game. As the rules are currently, the Bears are ineligible for a bowl game because they are in their second year of the move from the FCS to the FBS. So that's not allowed, but there are some ways around it. It starts with the petition. And then a couple of years ago, this happened with other schools who were doing the same thing, moving like the Bears. And one of them with a 10-0 record was not allowed to go to a bowl game. But a different year, a couple of other schools with not as great a record were able to go to a bowl game. And it really depended on how many bowl eligible teams there already were that were going to bowl games. So if there was like an open slot, they would agree to the petition and let them have it. So nobody knows how that's going to work out at this point. But we'll see. It'd be neat to have the Bears in a bowl game, their first season in the FBS, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, the momentum that Missouri State has right now, if they could capitalize on that by going to a bowl game, that would make life easier for all of the coaching and recruiting and a million things.
Well, so it's a big payday.
Yeah.
It is great PR. Incoming players want to go to bowl games. So in their first year, making it to a bowl game says a lot, I think. So we're rooting for the Bears. I hope they do it.
Me too.
Then there's this former Missouri State Bear, Drake Baldwin, has been named the National League Rookie of the Year. How about that in baseball? The Atlanta Braves catcher hit .274, had 19 home runs for the year and 80 RBIs. So congratulations to him and congratulations to the Bears baseball team because that's quite a product to put out.
Yeah. It's amazing. Finally, a library book that was checked out in Ethan's birth year is back at Parkview High School. And Ethan is an old man. And it came home. The borrower actually sent it with an apology note saying, I know that Ethan was born a long time ago. And that's the year I checked out this book. And it hasn't been returned yet. And the library said, thanks for bringing it back. We are not going to fine you. We are going to use you as our exhibit A, that it is never too long, never too late to return the book.
So
that's what I thought. 1972. That's the year.
It was a good year. It was a good year. That book's probably in better shape than I am.
Nah. No way. You're fit as a fiddle.
Well, I am fit as a fiddle. That's true.
Listen,
But
you
if
look
that
at me
book has been
straight
in a
in the
closet
eye. You're
somewhere,
fit as a fiddle, babe. That book ain't got nothing on you.
if that book has been sitting on a bookshelf in a closet somewhere and hasn't been used, I've been used quite a bit over the years. So I've got a little wear and tear on me. Okay.
Don't judge a book by its cover. I learned that.
Oh, nice.
I learned that as soon as I could walk. So,
okay. What do we got? A contest?
We do. Yes. We want to let you know. Let's see. We have today and tomorrow, and then we draw the winner. So you got to get in if you want 2 free tickets to go watch the Chiefs play against the Chargers at Arrowhead. That game is on December 14th. How about that? Somebody's going to win. We've been giving away either 2 tickets as the Chiefs are at Arrowhead or a signed jersey by one of the players. And it's going to be a good time because December 14th is pretty perfect for football.
Well, and here's the deal. We're giving those tickets away to someone. So it could be you. I mean, somebody's got to win those tickets. So you might as well get there and enter. What do? You take a picture of yourself wearing Chiefs gear somewhere around the Ozarks. And then you enter, and we pull a winner out every week.
It's super easy to upload it to the website aroundtheozarks.com. And then we call the person, but we also announce it on all of our socials. So if you're not following us on all of the social channels, make sure you do that. And you'll get your little picture and name featured as a winner of said tickets.
Also, if you're looking for events to do, we've got a great events calendar at aroundtheozarks.com or on your free Around the Ozarks app. Tell you everything that's going on this weekend as we really kick into high gear with fall, even though I think it's going to be warm this weekend, right?
Warmer. I'll tell you what our children would like to do. I don't know if Ethan will be in or out. I know he will be present. I don't know if he'll partake. They have their sights set on Bass Pro's ice skating rink.
Yeah, I knew it. I've heard them conspiring.
Yeah. I will go with them. It will be great. You can either be picture taker or you can join us.
They are full out Christmas mode. Like 100%. They're all in on Christmas already.
It's kind of awesome though. Like we're not sad about it.
No, whatever floats your boat. It's fine.
I was a little surprised that on November 1st, the day after Halloween, not the day after Thanksgiving, but the day after Halloween, the tree was up. The stockings were hung.
Yep. They're at a great age now where they just do it all themselves. So I say go for it. You can put it up by yourself and you can put it away by yourself. I'll be over here.
Drinking hot chocolate.
Something like that.
All right. Well, thanks for tuning in. We do hope to see you back here tomorrow morning. Until then, have a fantastic day at work.
Yep. Have a great day. See you.
It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, brought to you by Command Family Medicine, Heating and Air Paramedics, The Trailer Ranch, Hewitt Messenger, and Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everybody. Conditions across the Ozarks this morning are comfortable. We have clear skies, temperatures starting out above the freezing point. We're in the mid-30s across the region. And if some of you have been waking up to some pictures on social media of the Aurora Borealis happening in the northern tier of the country, well, it was a sight to see. We had clear skies. Yeah, not such luck for many of us in the Ozarks, but it's possible later this week too. So that's a big headline in the forecast for you, along with a huge warm up that's in my forecast. Numbers today, even warmer than yesterday. It's possible to get a few 70s out there today. I think in Springfield, we are generally going to stay in the middle 60s, but the warm up continues. And I'm talking near record high temperatures by the time we get to late this week. So things are really looking up for us. It's hard to believe we started out the work week with such cold numbers and low wind chills, but it's turning around in a hurry. We have warmer weather today with high temperatures back into the mid and upper 60s for most. A few 70s are possible out there, but I think they'll be more numerous tomorrow. We still have high pressure in control. So it's chilly out this morning. You definitely need a winter coat. It's one of those weeks, though, that you're going to want the layers because by the afternoon hours, it'll feel quite comfortable. The wind is not as strong today as it was yesterday. So those two things combined will make it feel like a pretty nice afternoon. Plenty warm enough to get outdoors later today. We have sunshine and near record high temperatures in place on Friday and Saturday. It is going to be unbelievably warm in the Ozarks again. We are heading back to the mid and even upper 70s. It'll feel more like springtime by this weekend. Seriously, it's going to be incredibly warm, not feeling like football weather or November weather by any means Friday and Saturday, and low temperatures will stay well above the freezing point as well. We have cooler weather in the forecast starting on Sunday. A cold front does come through. It's going to knock our temps back down into the upper 60s for Sunday, and we should see a more active pattern next week. I see showers returning to the forecast as we head into the early part of next work week's forecast. This temperature trend, though, is pretty unbelievable. We'll see highs generally in the 60s today, maybe into the low 70s tomorrow in most places. Normal temperatures for this time of the year are in the upper 50s. We'll then be in the mid 70s by Friday and maybe upper 70s by Saturday. So we could see some record high temperatures fall late this week and the start of this weekend. If you've got outdoor plans, it'd be great to do some yard work, do some of those fall cleanup activities because the temperatures will really cooperate by late this week. The headlines around the country, of course, you're going to see a lot of folks talking about the northern lights, that strong geomagnetic storm, creating good conditions for visible northern lights in the United States. In fact, it's possible to even see a glow here from Missouri if you look off to the northern sky overnight tonight as well, and probably for the rest of the week. A very powerful storm happening up in space. Snow continuing for the lower Great Lakes today and much of the interior New England region as well. And all of that's happening on the East Coast, while off the West Coast today, a very powerful cyclone is developing. Tonight, it's going to bring some heavy rainfall and heavy mountain snow to the West Coast. So very active across the country. But here in the Ozarks, things are looking good for us. And we are going to see that major warm up as we head into the second half of our work week. All right, it's time for the Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather Brain Twister trivia question for the day. And the question that I left for you yesterday was this. Which of these United States presidents is the only one who never lived in the White House during his term? Do you think it was A, Thomas Jefferson, B, John Adams, C, George Washington, or D, James Madison? And the answer is actually C, George Washington. So congratulations if that was your guess. Washington oversaw the construction of the White House, but died before it was completed in 1800. He never did live there. Jefferson and Adams both resided there. Adams was the first in 1800, and Madison did too, although it was damaged by a fire in 1814 during his presidency, so he had to move out for a time. All right, here's the trivia question for tomorrow. Which of these famous scientists is the only one who never won a Nobel Prize in any category, despite being nominated over 80 times? Do you think it is A, Albert Einstein, B, Stephen Hawking, C, Marie Curie, or D, Niels Bohr? Let me know your guess. You can do that at the website. It's aroundtheozarks.com. Thanks so much to our sponsors, Command Family Medicine, Heating and Air Paramedics, The Trailer Ranch, Hewitt Messenger, and Taylor Grubosh Chevrolet. I hope everyone has a fantastic day. I'll be back to chat with you first thing tomorrow morning.